Hey guys, today we're gonna rank all 20 Premier League kits. So let's go ahead and get started. First one on the list, Arsenal. Some people say it looks sort of like a Coca-Cola bottle, but I think it's pretty good. I just wish the back it would have went full down red all the way, but all in all, pretty decent. Missing those old Nike O2 ones, but that's a video for another discussion. But all in all, top mid-table. I think this one pretty nice. Next one on the list, Aston Villa. Yeah, this one is pretty decent. I mean, you can't really go wrong with these colors. The only thing I would have changed was maybe the sleeves, adding the same neck design to the sleeves. But all in all, I think pretty decent. I'm gonna add this to mid-table. I think not great, not bad, but good enough. Next one, Bournemouth. I do like this one. I do like the golden accents there on the manufacturer, the sponsor, and the golden pinstripes. The only thing I don't like is the sponsor, obviously, but I do like that it's full stripes on the back and it's not cut out, sort of like the Newcastle one. But all in all, this one's great. There is a sponsorless version as well. That one is even more fantastic than the sponsor one. So I think this one is definitely Champions League for sure. So Umbro, well done. Next one, Brentford. This one is actually the same one from last year, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I do like how the red stripes fade into black towards the bottom, and again the full back, with the stripes. So I think all in all, a pretty decent shirt. I do like this one. I think again, pretty decent, keeping the same kit from last year. So Umbro, again, well done. I think this one is going to be Europa League tier. Next one on the list, Brighton. Yeah, this one, I really like this one. I like how, for example, the sponsor is blue, which matches with the overall color of the stripes, with the neck and the sleeves. And all in all, pretty great. The only thing I don't like is the back, which seems to have that blank open space. But other than that, you're well done. I think Nike did a good job this year. Kind of reminds me of that Atletico Madrid one, with the stripes inside of the stripes. But pretty great, that's not a bad thing. Next one, Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, I really don't like it. I mean, it sort of looks like a football kit. I think Nike was trying to do a bit too much, but at the same time didn't do enough. The glossy logo and the glossy badge. I mean, I'm gonna place this in the bottom mid-table. I don't think it's relegation because I think there's a few that are not as great this year as well. But yeah, nothing great. Next one, Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace recently have had a lot of great kits, home and away. This one as well is pretty good. The only thing is that this year I think they tried to do a bit too much with the multiple eagles running up and down the front. It kind of does look like feathers, but I think it's just a bit too much. I think they could have scaled it down a little bit. But all in all, I think it's good enough for mid-table. Not great, not bad. I think just a bit too much this year. Next one, Everton. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like a blue shirt. The neck is not really appealing. They could have done the same thing from the neck to the sleeves, and then the full back is just blue. It doesn't have any pattern or design like the front. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a shirt. You can take your random shirt from your closet and slap the sponsor on there, and then you have the Everton one this year. Disappointing. Next one, Fulham. Yeah, this one is great. I do love that polo collar. All the colors match, the white, the black, the red. It all seams together very well. The sponsor on the sleeve is a bit big, but I think it doesn't take away from it. The back is clean, the front is clean. Yeah, this one is definitely one of the winners this year. Actually, the home and away are very nice for Fulham. So yeah, all in all, this one I think is a Champions League tier kit. So well done to Fulham and Nike on this one. Adidas, I'm surprised it's Adidas. Next one, Ipswich Town. Yeah, I like this one. Some people don't like that collar, but I do like the collar, and then also the same kind of design on the sleeves. The white pinstripes running up and down the front and the back. Yeah, I think this one is quite nice. So Ipswich has a nice kit for the return to the Premier League this season. So, yeah, all in all, I think this one is great. Is it a Champions League one? I wouldn't put it there. I think I do like that Bournemouth one. The Bournemouth one, especially the sponsorless one, I think is much better. But I think Europa League jumping into Champions League. Next one, Leicester. Yeah, I mean, again, it's just kind of a basic design from Adidas. Nothing much on the collar, nothing much on the sleeves, no real pattern on the front. Same with the back. You can just take any cheap Adidas shirt from any local store and slap the Leicester logo on it, and then you've got a kit. So disappointing from Adidas. Yeah, not great, especially for the price point for this one. £70 for this one. Yeah, it's not great. Next one, Liverpool. I mean, they had something there. They went for that retro style, but they didn't go full retro. I mean, you look at the retro collar, the retro sleeves, but this one has kind of a 3/4 collar. They didn't do anything on the sleeves. So this they had something there. They had that wide open net, but they botched the finish. So yeah, it was disappointing. I mean, it was a good attempt. They had something there, but they should have just went that full collar, full sleeves, and then you would have had a classic. So yeah, I mean, yeah, good enough for bottom mid-table. Not relegation because there's worse, but okay. Next one, Manchester United. See, this one I'm a bit torn on. Again, it's Adidas. I feel like they just didn't do enough. They took one of the existing shirts, like the Arsenal one, just made it full red, and then you've got the Red Devils, uniform for this year. They could have went a little bit more. I think maybe I've got a bias this year against Adidas, but yeah, I mean, I'm missing those Nike AIG ones. But I think all in all, not relegation, but maybe bottom mid-table. On the contrary, the Manchester City one I think is pretty decent. They got a little bit more personality with the 0161 representing the Manchester area. I would have wished they would have went that full collar, such as one of their previous ones. It might have been with around the 2010s, but I think all in all, this color you can't really botch it with this color. So I think top mid table. Maybe not Europa League, but top mid table is good enough. Next one, Newcastle. Yeah, see, if you look at it from the front, I think the front looks fantastic. The way that the Adidas stripes mixes in with the traditional Newcastle look. So all in all, from the front is great. The only thing that I don't like is the back. I think the back, there's something missing there. Just a huge area that is quite blank. Unless you get a personalized one, then it's fine. But if you get just the basic fan one, then yeah, something missing there. If you look at the Brentford one has the full stripes running up and down the back. So yeah, it's quite disappointing if you just get the basic one. So I think Adidas missed it there. So I'm gonna add this one to bottom mid-table. Next one for Nottingham Forest. Again, Adidas. I mean, it's just a red shirt with a design on the front representing a bit of the history. But I mean, you look at that double sponsor. What is that? What is that double sponsor? Yeah, and then just the back. There's nothing on the back. It's not as bad as the Leicester one. I think the Leicester one was a bit more basic. But I just wish that Nottingham Forest would have done a little bit more. I mean, not the club in particular, but Adidas this year was kind of disappointing for many clubs. So yeah, I'm gonna add this to the relegation zone. Next one, Southampton with Puma. Yeah, this one is great. Some people say it looks a bit cartoony, but I do like the black with the collar and the sleeves. The full stripes running down the front, and then the back, it doesn't have any stripes, but it's just a full back design. Something that Newcastle could have done. They could have either went stripes, full stripes, or some kind of pattern on the back. So this Southampton one I think is pretty solid. I do like the look of it. Whether or not you think it's cartoony, I think it's good enough for Europa League. So pretty great. Next one, Tottenham. I think this one is pretty solid. last year's kind of looked kind of like a white t-shirt, and so this one has a little bit more personality to it, with the blue sleeves, the blue collar, the design at the end of the sleeves. So this one is pretty clean. The AIA logo is a bit big in red, but I think all in all, pretty great. So yeah, I think Europa League for this one. Next one, West Ham. Yeah, this one is the winner this year. I think this is the champ. They went with that retro style, with the retro neck, the retro badge, the retro sleeves. Yeah, this one is a winner. There's even a sponsorless version, which they sell on their website. This one is fantastic. The green sponsor on the sleeve does stand out a bit, but I think it doesn't take away from it. So, all in all, this one, I think, with these colors, yeah, it's just great. It's fantastic. I would have wished the Aston Villa they would have done a little bit something similar like this, but yeah, Umbro. Well done to Umbro. I think this year they knocked it out of the park. So yeah, well done to West Ham and Umbro. Next one, Wolves. See, I was torn on this one. I think this one. I was thinking that it was looking a bit basic, but if you look at the way that the badge is kind of in the center, the collar, the sleeves have a design on them. Yeah, this one, I mean, it's pretty clean. And then especially at the price point, it was about £57, so it's on the cheaper side of the Premier League team kits this year. So I think all in all, it's not bad. There was one relegation zone spot open, but I don't think it's for them. So I'm gonna add it to maybe bottom mid table. I think they could have done a little bit more, but I think not bad, especially for this manufacturer. I think this is their first time, and this is the only one this year. So Sudo, I think pretty decent. So not too bad. So yeah, there you go. This is my ranking. So I came back after a little bit, and I'm gonna rearrange a little bit. I don't think the Nottingham Forest is as bad as the Everton one. I think the Everton one is a bit more basic. Let me see. I think the Wolves one is a bit nicer than the Newcastle one. I think just again the Newcastle back looks a bit quite ugly, and the Wolves one is quite clean. So I think I like it better. The Arsenal, I think I like it more than the Manchester City. Now that I look at it again, Aston Villa. The Manchester United, I kind of do like that fading at the bottom, so I'm gonna put it over the Newcastle. And then the Aston Villa. If I compare it with the West Ham, is just it just leaves the Aston Villa one in shame. So Wolves over that one. And then, maybe even the Wolves. Let's see. I think even the Wolves over the Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace they just did a bit too much this year. They could have done a little bit less, and it would have been great. So yeah, this is my final ranking. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know what I got right and wrong. Thanks for watching.